All right, everybody, we're out. Superman. Oh, he's writing his letterbox review right now. He's locked in. Bro had to do speech to text for the word thoroughly, so I know he's going crazy right now. My Apple Watch has been dead for the past I don't know how many hours.
I forgot mine at home.
Bro, let's get into this. Superman, the superest of the men.
Yes.
How do
Superman.
we feel?
How do we feel? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling right. All the worries or whatever I had for this like continuation of like where we're going, heading towards in this universe, all gone, bro. I'm happy.
Oh, word?
I like where we're heading. I like the characters in it. Like there wasn't one person that I think did bad.
You're right.
I think every person was perfectly casted.
Everybody was cooking.
And that's what I'm saying. It was perfectly casted. It was perfectly acted. I think the scenes did very well. I don't know, bro. I have nothing but good things to say about this film.
Bro, off the rip, we said no expectations, right?
Yeah, I specifically did.
And there was not one scene in there that I was disappointed in.
Yeah, right. Like where you're like, get this over with. Like,
every scene was low key entertaining.
Yeah, for
or
sure.
low key like served the purpose. You know,
Yeah.
there wasn't any unnecessary scenes.
I agree.
So that was a big major component. Even the ones with like Lois, where like he's like talking to her about something serious.
I liked Lois.
It was,
which is weird because usually like in most adaptations, besides like comic books, I don't like Lois is very annoying in most adaptations. Like animated, video games.
not the CW one. She was cooking up.
She was, yeah. Lois and Clark's Lois was good.
They were good.
That was a good one. But I think this girl kind of cooked. Like, I think she did better than every Lois I've ever seen.
She's pregnant now with her own child.
Like the actress?
Yeah. With
really?
her husband.
That's crazy. But I believed every scene of them like interacting together, like them being an actual genuine relationship.
Yeah.
Where,
well,
like,
3 months in a situationship. So
but
even your boy Superman could be in a situation.
But even then, like I felt like, dude, their connection was so genuine. Like I like that. Like he's like, oh, like this is our anniversary, so I'm making us breakfast or whatever.
Anniversary of our first date.
Yeah, and like they just seem so genuinely in love. And it's so pretty.
Cute.
Yeah, it's so cute.
She didn't love him back.
No,
for
she
a
did.
while.
She said she's like, no, I love you.
At the end, but
like, I love you too. But
she was like
afraid to say it because she's afraid of commitment.
Because this bitch was toxic. She
Yeah.
said some backhanded shit to my boy, and then he left, and she got mad. I was like, so why you said what you said?
Like even when they were like bickering during her like interview, which by the way, shout out, she's a good ass like reporter, which is like very core to Lois's character, but a lot of people don't portray it. Like in Superman's Man of Steel, Lois barely did anything besides be like a plot device at the end. Where, like,
that's also the times too, man. They didn't really want to showcase off women.
Maybe.
You know, at the time that movie dropped, we probably didn't pay women as much either. I think it
David
correlates.
Cornsweat knocked it out of the fucking park.
You know what?
Oh my god!
You know, I think Henry Cavill would have did just as good.
I agree with
James Gunn.
With the script. I
think the intention of this movie is to showcase two things. I believe. The first thing is that DC is capable of making good movies because we've seen it already with animated movies.
Yes.
A lot
of the animation is good.
All the animated stuff DC makes,
pretty good.
I would say is better than the animated stuff Marvel makes, right? And that's always, that comparison's always going to be had, right?
Not anymore. I think like X-Men '97.
Yeah, but that's one thing. One thing versus
that new Spider-Man show's kind of good.
I didn't watch that.
What
one.
if it's kind of?
I don't watch that. Yeah, but I
think Marvel's catching up. But I agree, DC had it on the.
It's always been
while.
They had that, right? That was their thing. They just
sure.
couldn't keep up with like Marvel in terms of live action.
Movies, for sure.
So I think that the first thing this movie intention was to showcase that you can make a good DC live action film, and also that whatever James Gunn puts his full effort and attention and diligence in, it will be successful no matter what.
So far, yeah.
So
he hasn't missed, low key.
He's one of those directors that
like you're waiting, you're like, oh, maybe this is be the one that he does
flopper.
bad in, yeah.
But
every single time,
flopper.
he knocks it out of the park. Like I thought when he came back for Guardians 3, I was like, there's no way.
And Guardians 3 is one of the highest regarded
I was like,
Guardians.
There's no way it's still gonna be as good. And it was fantastic when he made Peacemaker. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, who cares a shit about Peacemaker? I watched that show and I fell in love with it. When he
also because John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena's good. By the way, he cameoed.
John Cena, cool. He cares about the character because it's it's probably like relevant to him in a way where it's like nobody cared about this guy, but I'm gonna make
people care and
about that
yeah,
guy.
and definitely they have.
And then James Gunn has a good relationship with him, and you can tell he has a good relationship with all his actors, even the Guardians actors.
Most of them are in this film.
Yeah.
Like Bradley Cooper, who plays Rocket in his films, is
Cool.
Jor-El.
That's cool.
Which is Superman's dad. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think Corn Sweat knocked it out. The girl who plays Lois, I don't know her name, but she did
I think her name's Rachel
good.
or something. Rachel something.
She did really, really good. The person
Fucking
who
Lex
plays
Luthor? Oh
Nicholas
my
Hoult.
god!
God damn! When they announced him as Lex, I was like,
You're like, eh?
I was like, no way! I don't see it.
I didn't know who that guy was.
Then they showed like set pictures of him like shaved head. I'm like, okay.
Oh, so he had hair.
Yeah, he's Beast in the X-Men films.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The blue one.
I saw his face and I didn't like his face. You know,
fair.
I didn't.
Fair.
I was just like, who even is this guy? I don't know.
So I also didn't fuck with the casting when they were first announced. When they showed the cast photos of him in like full Lex attire, like in the suit, bald head, I was like
dripped out.
I was like, he was dripped out. I was like, I'm gonna let it rock. He did fantastic. Like core to what everything Lex Luthor is, a genius, a billionaire, but also super egotistical, like insanely. He thinks he's better than everyone. The pure hatred that like comes from like the comic books, like when you think of hater level, it's like Reverse Flash, Lex Luthor. He's up there, right?
It's 1A, 1B.
He's
not 1 and 2.
He's up there,
you know,
right?
So he's pretty top tier of a hater.
That hatred, and he's like, I did all this because I don't fucking like you, bro.
You know that.
Like it's so real, and I love that they like hammered that in because God was that fucking Superman versus Steel Lex.
Yeah.
Wow, is that bad? That's a bad Lex, but this one was good. So good. Even his like little henchmen were fantastic.
Yeah, they were like really like bootlickers.
Yeah, but but it made sense, right? Because everyone who like disobeyed him immediately, he threw him in like a prison in like another dimension type shit.
But you could tell the people in his that controlling his like Ultraman, you could tell they are in there for the love of the game.
Yeah,
they're like I fucking hate Superman.
Yeah, they're all on board.
Aliens. He's like,
they're all on board, bro.
Yeah, they're drinking the tea for sure.
I loved Crypto. Again, I thought that maybe I wouldn't like this Crypto because of how like goofy and like most of the times Crypto is portrayed as like a really good, loyal dog. Like,
and he's a well-behaved dog.
Yeah, well-behaved dog. So I didn't think anytime I saw the trailers that I was like, I don't know if I'm fucking with the way they're portraying Crypto, but
it
I
works.
liked it. Yeah, it made sense. Like as someone who has like a small furry dog, she moves around and does that type of dumb shit all the time. So it made sense. And like thinking about it, like imagine a dog that like if my dog who's like small and annoying had the powers of Superman, she probably would be fucking around and destroying shit constantly.
Everything.
So it was really like heartwarming to see that. And even when Superman did need his help, when he called him for help during the beginning of the film, when he was fighting other people, he would call him over and he would come and help.
That's actually the only part he was trained on.
Yeah, it's the whistle.
The whistle.
And then it turns out
my boy needs me.
We find out why he's so horribly trained. It's not, at least in the comic books.
Yes, I like that
dog
change.
Is that usually it's his dog. It's his family dog that like was sent to Earth prior to him with Kara. So usually, and I think that's where James Gunn took it because in the books he's sent to Earth with Kara, which is Supergirl, but it's not her dog. It is still
it's still the family's dog.
Yeah,
because that's his cousin.
Yeah. But in this, they made it like, no, this is her dog. She's raised it, and that's why it's behaved so badly because she's a teenager that barely follows orders herself.
It's probably because
like a party teenager is what they're making Kara.
It's probably like that was his dog, but because the story exploded, the story is that like they sent Kara first at the same time. I mean, they're supposed to get there at the same time.
Yes, but
and then they got sent off, right? So what I would assume from that is probably when they got sent off, they probably spent some time together.
Yeah,
and then it's her dog. By, like,
maybe that's what we're
proximity.
gonna see in her film is like that journey of her and the dog before they get to Earth.
Oh my God, we're gonna see a little tiny baby dog.
like a puppy Crypto. That'd be really cute. But yeah, that was really cool. Love seeing Millie, I think Alcock is her name, from House of the Dragon as Kara. I like this version of Kara. The only Karas that I've actually fucked with, like in other medias, is the Justice League one with the white gloves. And the animated one who fights Doomsday in that one movie.
Yeah.
And in that movie, it's more like that, where she's more scrappier. She doesn't speak English yet because she's brand new to the Earth, and she just fights and like she's very like rough and tough, and she doesn't really care about like manners and things like that. And it seems like that's the route they're going. Like she curses. She doesn't have manners. She's just running around. Yeah, she's flying to different planets that have red suns so she can get drunk.
But I think that establishes, because Superman's like, oh, she just goes off to different planets to party. So I'm like, so there are other beings on these planets. So that opens up a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like it's been like that because there's a bunch of superheroes. There's a Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, which I think all of them did fantastic in their roles.
Yeah, Hawkgirl's from another planet too.
Yes, she's from.
But nobody.
Something with a T.
Nobody was complaining about her.
True. That is true. They didn't say nothing about her. I guess because she's like sponsored by Justice.
She was cute, huh?
The Justice Gang. Because they didn't say nothing about Guy either. He's technically.
He's literally a fucking human with a alien
technology
on his hand. So like, I don't know.
Mr. Terrific. It's good to see adaptation of Mr. Terrific, which we never see him unless it's like animated movie and like.
Hey, he was an Arrow.
He was an Arrow.
He was an
but
Arrow.
That wasn't the Mr. Terrific correctly. That's not the same character.
I know, but it had the same face.
He just took the motherfucking name. He did have the same fit.
He had the same spheres.
He did technically, yeah. But it's not.
But
like,
he wasn't that smart.
Yeah, he was not. So in the comic books, Mr. Terrific is the smartest man in DC, but he lies and says he's the third smartest man, so that nobody goes after him constantly.
Who does he say is the smartest man?
He'll put anybody above him. He'll be like, Batman's smarter
Cyborg.
than me. Yeah, Cyborg is above
Batman.
me.
You know,
Batman.
sometimes fucking Flash.
He'll say anybody just because he doesn't want to be labeled as this world's smartest man. Because that label,
target. That's a Reed Richards.
Yeah, so
Reed Richards target.
Target on you. So it's good to see him actually be like he was genuinely a genius, and every time someone needed information or something, he's like, oh, this is what it is. This is what it does. Let me hack into it.
The fact that he fixed the shit at the end, I'm like, Superman wouldn't have been able to fix that.
Hell, Superman isn't.
Superman would have been like, what?
He is smart sometimes. In some
but
runs,
he's not
that smart.
He's not. No,
for sure.
It's levels to this shit.
For sure. What else?
You know what I thought was funny? When we go back to Superman's crib and he's got all these sport trophies, and I really need to zoom in on that still, because they're either first place trophies or they're third place. Yeah. Or they're, so
no, it's Superman. They're probably participating.
Imagine like third place, like, oh man, better luck
really
next to Clark. Yeah.
But he really could have won every trophy. Yeah, that seems like Superman the most.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Those trophies are, but it was just funny seeing that, and his human parents too.
His parents did great. Like they genuinely, like I was like, oh,
I was like, these are definitely boomers. Like
I felt like genuine like familial love, right? Because a lot of that time, like. With Superman especially, they get rid of one of his parents so quickly. Like, it's like Batman where, like, you'll meet his parents and then immediately take him away for his origin.
That's crazy.
With Superman, a lot of times he loses one of his parents.
Well, technically, he lost both off the rip.
I'm not talking about his alien ones. I'm talking about the
Those are his real parents?
Yeah.
All right.
Like birth parents. But I'm talking about his raised parents, right?
Because they didn't give him up because they were bad parents. They're like, all right, it's about to blow up.
I know. I'm just saying, the people who raised him, right?
It was cute.
I think they did great. I think even like the little side, I like that they changed Jimmy Olsen. He's usually like the weird, which I think they took from the CW, because in the CW they make him like the hot guy, right?
Yeah, so
he like dates Kara in the CW, right?
Yeah, low key. Yeah, he's kind of he's black in the CW.
Yeah, I know
he's tall and he's bulky.
Yeah, like they make him hot,
and then he becomes a superhero.
Oh right, the Guardian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
Low key, Supergirl and Superman from the CW is like its own pocket thing where it's like you can watch it all without watching all the other stuff, and it'll make sense. It'll be good. It'll be good to consume.
It was good to see him like they gave him that stereotype.
They gave him
nerdy kid. He was the weird hot kid that everyone, all the girls wanted. Even the girls like at the office were like talking like, he's hot, bro. So, and like his whole thing is that like Eve, which in the comic books, she's usually Lex. Like you remember Young Justice, that like robot assistant? That's usually her.
Robot assassin.
That's usually Eve. But in this, she's just a regular ass like girlfriend.
International
instead of like a
bimbo
spy. I think they gave that like role to the engineer, which is like the robot sidekick.
Which. That was whatever the fuck her powers were crazy. It was like it was like a nanobite symbiote power.
Yeah, which it's similar in the books, but she doesn't really work for Lex. I think she does originally, but she becomes a hero later down the line.
Oh, word.
They gave her that role. What else? Who was? I'm trying to think of everybody that was in there. What they did, without like spoiling too much, so people, because I want people to go watch this film. Please go watch this film. I want it to be successful. So that way that the DCU can continue. Because bro, he's making bangers, and I feel like people aren't talking about it enough. Like when he released Peacemaker season 1, I was like, this is good. Why is no one talking about how good this is?
It's probably because the reputation, and he wasn't in charge of it at that time either. So,
and also when he released Suicide Squad, I was like, this is fantastic. Why is nobody talking about how good this is? Like he came to DC and made the one good movie in their
one good movie that people were gonna assume it was super bad. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, it's like because the first one wasn't that well received, but he was like, let's make something out of nothing. Let me prove that I can play with the pieces given to me.
Right.
And then he did the Peacemaker show, and he's like, again, I'm
That's what I'm saying. And there's going to be a season 2, which is going to continue from what he had in season 1, while also incorporating all the stuff that's in the Superman stuff. He's going to now combine those two universes. Seeing Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr. again, which, by the way, Creature Commandos, another show that he made, is animated. Fantastic. And I feel like he doesn't get his flowers enough. That man,
he's in The Purge, too.
Yeah.
He's in, like, 3 of the Purge movies.
He's really good, bro. Like, he's even in a Marvel, and they fumbled him so bad.
He was in the elevator scene, right?
Yeah. They fumbled him. He was supposed to be Crossbones, and they did nothing with his character.
He's a good actor.
So
I enjoy seeing him.
Yeah, seeing him in this again and being like, oh, cool, let's continue in that. Because he also voices the character in the animated stuff.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see more of this universe, man.
You know what I'm excited?
I'm like really excited to see like the Batman of this universe, the the Gotham City, because we saw a lot of Metropolis.
Oh, they're gonna cook with Gotham,
right? Because Metropolis was so good.
It was good. It really felt like
the comic book Metropolis.
It didn't feel like a city,
like New York,
like Arrow shot in like Chicago or some shit.
Yeah, they always make it seem like it's a real world like place where. As in the comic books, they're not. They're supposed to be random. Like
no, this felt like
it's so cool.
Like an actual city, but somewhere that we've never seen.
Yeah,
before.
Literally, it felt cool.
And even Lex Luthor's building too.
Yeah,
it was like.
And then it became a little like ship.
Yeah.
It was sick.
But even the way it was designed, it's like that's so fucking insane that like that exists.
He thought about it because of how often there's metahuman shit happening in his world, right?
No, but I'm saying like imagine having that much money to convince the city to make a H-shaped building for like that needed to clear
that could easily like split.
Not even that. They probably didn't even know it could easily split. That's what I'm trying to say. Like. You know about the amount of permits you need to even build a building?
Man's a trillionaire.
That's the craziest part to me. It's like funny. Because you think like in other media like they show you that Lex Luthor is like a cajillionaire, but it's like when you think about it like wow, the amount of permits he needed to pull.
He was pulling strings on other which by the way they said this in early reviews, like where like they were originally going to take out the whole point of like Bravia and Juvenport or whatever the hell they were called because it was too similar to the Palestine, Israel, and that's why a lot of people are yelling about the whole wokeness thing. It's that and the fact that like the whole point of Lex is like, oh, Superman's an immigrant. He shouldn't be here. He's not human.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the film is like, he's an alien, but he's more human than most of us, right? And that and then even James Gunn, James Gunn was like, he is an immigrant, but it doesn't make him any less human. Or American.
And then he says it at the end.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm human. I be shitting myself sometimes. He's
like, I make mistakes just
like y'all, sometimes when I'm in the urinal, I pee and it gets on my pants a little, with the splatter. And he's like, I'm just like you guys. Come on, bro. Come on.
Technically, he's not wrong.
I get pee pants sometimes.
It's not like he was raised on Krypton and then sent to Earth.
True.
Like he was literally raised as a baby, as a human. The only difference is that he's superpowered as fuck.
Yeah.
So if they don't treat other metahumans any differently, they shouldn't treat him any differently. And that's like
fucking hot girl. Ain't nobody said shit about you, but I clocked it the moment I seen you. I was like, why isn't nobody talking about this bitch?
I like the girl who plays Dina,
shout out
Isabel.
Last of Dina. She
be cooking. I told y'all, bro. I was excited to see her. I want more of her. There was too little of her.
She was good.
It was too little. I feel like we saw way more of Mr. Terrific and Guy than her. We saw her here and there.
But the character isn't.
In the comic book she is.
Like,
she dates the Black Green Lantern.
I know.
I'm trying to see that.
And in the animated
I'm trying to see. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see that.
But she's so small and young. So
that is true.
It's that we won't probably see that.
I gotta show you. Oh, we're in the car.
We won't see that. Probably.
Let me show you the lanterns real quick.
But
while you're talking,
I think I'm thinking maybe like 6-7 movies down, but I'm hoping we eventually get like a Young Justice like team of some sort, and she might be on that
This
team.
is Jon Stewart.
Who the hell is that?
You haven't seen this man?
No.
He's been everywhere. Aaron
What's
Pierre.
he do?
That's Mufasa, bro.
Look up
his IMDb.
Yeah, no, or just be like, what shows he'd be on? Yeah, movies and shows.
Mufasa, Rebel
Ridge.
Yeah,
Brother.
he was the
Oh, that's the
cop.
football show you think? Oh, he was in Old?
Yeah, he was the rapper that was found on the beach.
Yeah,
that's him.
You know, so fun fact, I saw Old, but
he
saw
was
it in
on
Mexico.
Krypton.
That's so funny. Shout out to that guy. That guy is handsome, though.
That's what I'm saying. The handsome man.
Oh, so maybe he could date her. He looks
Right?
type youngish.
He's like in his 20s, 30s.
Well, because Jon Stewart is a pilot.
He's 31.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy who's playing Hal Jordan in the Keep Talking.
So the guy from the cop from I think it's The Rookie. He's Guy Gunner. Oh,
that's the guy playing Hal Jordan.
Show the people.
Kyle
I would
Chandler.
expect Hal Jordan to be handsomer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's supposed to be like an older. So the whole point of the Lanterns TV show is going to be like a buddy cop, where he's training Jon Stewart to be the next Green Lantern.
So do you think in hierarchy, you think Hal Jordan came first, then Guy Gardner, and then because he has so much seniority, he's training Jon Stewart?
I think so, yeah.
Because that would make sense.
Yeah.
That.
And then I think
he's
later
like,
down
hey,
the line, they're going to use Kyle Rayner, which is like the most powerful Lantern.
Yeah, I've been hearing shit about
But
him.
I agree.
But
I think that's what they're doing. I
have no
think
idea
because
who it is.
Hal is so old in this universe, I think he'll be the first Lantern. And probably the second ring was Guy, and then now is John. And you're supposed to see Guy in the TV show as like Nathan Fillion is going to be in both.
Yeah.
So you'll see him again.
He's pretty good.
Can't wait to see Mr. Terrific again. I don't know what film.
Yeah, I'm about to say like, what even is?
Like, what do you put him in?
Is this a reverse Arrow that he's just gonna be Batman until Batman
shows
comes?
up? I mean, like technically, yeah, he is the non-powered man who just has tech.
I wonder what
really smart tech.
What year we're set in?
I don't know. It said it's been in the beginning scroll of the film. It said it's been 30 decades since metahumans arrived on Earth. Not 30, sorry, 3 decades, right? So 330 years.
It was 3 centuries.
3 centuries, so
since
300.
metahumans got on Earth,
Yes.
right before Superman.
Then decades, then months, then years.
And then 3 minutes, and then he's Superman just lost
bullshit.
it. They made it seem like it was kind of crazy. Like,
But it's been so. This Earth has known of superhuman people,
superpowered people
for a long
time.
So it's like Young Justice basically, where like the metahumans are just out in the open, and everyone knows what metahumans are basically, and I like that. I hate the
keeping it a secret.
Not that it's still everyone still has their own secret identities, but the fact that nobody knows about like superheroes and how this world works.
I think it's the fact that it's easy to figure out where it came from.
Yeah.
Here, because you have so many years of trying to work through it and do things. Especially Lex was super prepared for a lot of things. Like, so that means he literally was easily digesting information and doing that stuff. So even the fact that I was about to say something crazy. Never mind.
You about to spoil it?
Yeah, I was about to do.
If you,
I was about to, Young Justice episode 1. You know when they pull up in the factory?
I mean,
yeah, I was like,
similar.
I was like, oh.
Similar storyline, low key.
He cooked that
I was waiting for that patch to pull out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he doesn't need the patch.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. He was fully powered without the patch.
That's crazy. It's even that advancement alone is kind of crazy.
He legit built a fully mechanized man.
That's crazy.
Fights and has the power of Superman.
That's insane to me.
Can't wait to see him again as like Bizarro.
How are we gonna introduce Batman? That's the crazy.
Yeah,
part.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see because it's supposed to be the Batman film is supposed to be like a Robin Batman type film with Damian Wayne as the Robin. So I'm
happy about that.
In his Batman.
Does that mean he already
had other Robins?
That's what I'm excited about.
So that means Batman's already a thing. Nightwing's already a thing. Jason Todd's already a thing.
Dead. And he's back, probably, maybe.
So
eventually,
by the time we meet Batman, he'll have established lore like this Superman, which I like. I'm sick of the origin story shit. I like that it was like, look, you know Superman, we know Superman, we all know the origin story. Here it is, quick it is. He's been on Earth for 3 years. People know about him. Get used to it.
30 years.
Or whatever. Like, so I fuck with it. I don't have to like sit here and worry.
What I want to see the most is I want to see a Nightwing movie, and I need Superman to be a part of it because he's like his uncle. He's like he's Batman's his dad, and Superman is his uncle.
Yeah.
And oftentimes when you're in trouble, you don't want to tell your parents.
You go to your uncle.
You go to your cool aunt or something like that. So I think that relationship needs to be established.
Cool.
I think it's important.
Yeah, because I like that.
The name comes from a Kryptonian.
Yes, it was originally his name.
Like a folklore or something like that.
Yeah, the Nightwing. Yeah.
So
he takes it.
I think we need that. I think that's important. And
I agree. That'd be cool. Or if not that, Super Sons. So that's when him and Lewis have a kid, and then Damian Wayne, which is Bruce's kid, they become best friends, and it's like
even that
Batman
animated
and Superman
movie is funny as hell.
That's so cool, right? Like having the two Super Sons be like homies, but also they kind of hate each other because they're so different because of the way they're raised. But like slowly and surely become best friends, like Batman and Superman. I want to see something like that down the line if it ever gets there. But yeah, I agree. That'd be cool.
Be sick.
Having to see like Superman be a dad would be really, because I like that Lois and Clark show because of that specifically, is him being a dad.
And sometimes he was crashing out as Clark Kent on that show, so he wasn't even ODing as Superman. He was like,
they canonized the hypnotic glasses. So that's a story detail from way back when, bro. Like the introduction of Superman, they got rid of that years ago, where like he wears glasses and it hypnotizes people to make him think he looks differently. That hasn't been canon for years. And they
but it's the fact that his homies know about it too. That's the funny part. It's like, hey, he's like wearing like these crazy glasses.
So you probably don't even really know who he is.
Yeah, and he's like, no, I know. But like, why would you tell me? Nah, Lois' banter was top.
That's what I'm saying. She's such a good Lois.
Because she got professional banter, like in the interviews. Like,
she was like, she's like clapping back at him like professionally, and then when it was just like small talk, she was mad smart,
sassy ass,
sarcastic ass. It was so good, bruh.
I have no complaints.
That's what I'm saying. Like I have no complaints. I'm trying to think of something that I could be like, I didn't.
I'm
like
this. What can we do better? Accountability.
I liked all of it. Like.
Women accountability.
Shout out justice for my man who owned that little cart.
Yeah, yo, that was crazy.
I didn't think they'd kill him for real, but they did. They murked his shit.
It's funny because he was like, "Damn, I thought I was gonna."
He's like, I didn't think the second one would have murked it.
I didn't think this through that much. I fucking forgot there's a real bullet in here.
He's like, I thought we'd have a few more spins before he just blasted him like that. But okay.
Well, my man said it's okay. I don't got a family. I was like, damn. He's a ride or die for sure.
Real. He was riding for Superman.
He was riding until his last breath. And as soon as they showed him in the beginning, I knew they were going to do him dirty, too. That's the crazy part. I'm like, they're going to fucking violate him.
And then do him dirty.
And they did do him dirty. Anyway. We're about to go...
Yeah, we got to eat, bro.
We got to go munch some brunch at 11 o'clock at night.
It is late. Okay.
But we're going to go. We're going to go. Superman, for me, that's a 10 out of 10.
I agree. 5 out of 5.
10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. He's going to finish his Letterboxd review. I'm going to finish my Letterboxd review. I'll put those links in the description. So follow us on Letterboxd. And, oh, shit. His face glue purple.
From my post.
And we will see you guys on the next part of this video. I guess we're going to go fucking show you our food.
Peace. Greets.